Do televisions convey to the buyer or do they go with the seller? I'm going to explain and I'm going to show you on a contract what to look out for because this is going to come up and be an issue on a recurring basis for agents. All right, we are looking at the RPA right here. We're looking at page 3 of 16 of the purchase agreement. At the top, now if you notice in my other video, we have this area, items included and excluded, and you can check boxes of all the items that you want included. And I say err on the side of caution. If there's any doubt that it may not be included, check the box or write it in. Microwaves are almost always built-in appliances nowadays, but what about the chance it's not and you want it? Check the box. All right, now here's the tricky part. Here's where the television part comes into play. So you'll see wall-mounted brackets for video or audio equipment. Now, some agents might check that box or check it without necessarily reading the whole thing, or just you're going through it quickly, you're writing an offer, it's late, you're tired, whatever. You see the word video, wall-mounted bracket video, you think it might be included. Or you might think, hey, if a TV is affixed to the wall, it's a fixture. And fixtures convey. That's part of the real property. When you bolt something in, that becomes part of the real property. Let me show you how that can come around to be a problem later. Now, remember in my other video, I showed you that here we have 2 ways to identify where we're at in the contract. We're in section P of the matrix, this grid part, and then it shows you, it references paragraph 9 in the text part, the second half of the contract, which is that sea of text. So let's scroll down to paragraph 9, and I'm going to show you how it can be kind of tricky. So paragraph 9 is lengthy, and it goes on to talk about things like all the things that are included, just additional verbiage, if you want to deep dive what all this means. Even curtains, window coverings, those stay for the buyer. They don't go with the seller. Even the home I bought, the seller took them. And I called the listing agent and I said, have you no shame? Anyway, so down here, the very bottom of paragraph 9, we see explicit verbiage relating to the TV. Unless otherwise agreed, the following items are excluded from sale. And it says right here, audio and video components. What does that mean? Well, such as flat screen TVs. So they explicitly tell you it's excluded right here in the contract. If any such item is not itself attached to the property, even if a bracket or other mechanism attached to the component or item is attached to the property. So that's saying whether or not it's freestanding or affixed to the property with a bracket, which is the common or a fairly common way of mounting your television nowadays, it's excluded from sale, meaning by default in this contract, this TV is going to the seller. It's not going to stay with the buyer. In order for it to stay with the buyer, we're going to have to go right back up here again. And too far. There we go. You're going to check this box and write all televisions or something to that effect, all flat screen TVs or living room television or all television on premises. You get the idea, but it needs to be explicitly written. You check a box and you indicate here that the television is going to stay. It is an included item. If not, it goes to the seller. I hope you found this helpful. Thank you for watching.